What is different about coaching Chris Paul from maybe a guy like Paul George or Russell Westbrook or Kevin Durant?
Well, I think they're all great in their own way. But Chris has come in, I think, and the one thing about it is because of having quite a few veterans and then having some young guys, he's really helped the young guys along the way. And I give him a lot of credit for being at his age and at this point in time.
Back at home, what is it like for you guys tonight to operate without him? How do you feel it's going?
Well, we miss Dennis. He's obviously a big part of our team. But I think the other thing, too, is it's given some opportunities to some other guys, and some other guys have stepped up and done a nice job. And, you know, I think when guys are out, the one thing that's helped our team this season is at different points in time we've had different guys step in, and that's been nice about this group.
Working so far in the first quarter. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Rachel.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Rachel. And as we said earlier, and you heard a moment ago, Dennis Schroeder's wife having their second child, and by all reports, everybody is doing well, as Markieff Morris misses the turnaround jump shot. Hey, and while we're on the warm and fuzzies, nice backdoor pass, Robertson with the layup. Heavily invested in that school, very heavily invested in the success of those students through the years. LeBron has helped send hundreds of kids to college, and when you talk about making an impact on your community and beyond, he's living it, he's doing it, and they are witness to it. Rachel has more. Rachel?
Yeah, well, guys, I was for ED program for students' parents who want to get their own education, improve their chances at jobs. The foundation even provides transitional housing for students' families who find themselves in need. They call that the I Promise Village, and it has a communal family.
Big part of the success of the I Promise School. A lot of fans watching, not just the I Promise School students, but we got a special celebrity watching as well. Lil Wayne. Look close. There's Wheezy right there. As he like to say, yeah, throw up the deuces. You know, life's a beach. He's just playing in the sand right now.
It's going to be an and one right there. That's a beautiful move. Just things you can do. Get yourself educated and vote. And now LeBron's new initiative is all about voting, Mark Jones. And
yes.
Mike Breen made this point the other night on the air. There's a lot of attention to what's going on with these players right now. Given
with the killing of an unarmed black youth, Trayvon Martin, LeBron spoke up then, and he's been speaking up ever since. James against Baisley here. LeBron on the drive, tough shot, couldn't finish. Well defended by Baisley. And the Thunder out on the run. Chris Paul couldn't make his mind up and drew the foul anyway. Chris Paul at the free throw line. He's looking at an all-NBA position guaranteed this year. I know I voted for him on the all-NBA team.
I did as well, Mark. No question about that.
J.R. Smith checking into the ball game for the Lakers. LeBron facing up on Dort. Dort moving his feet well. Chris Paul comes for help, and Shai Gilgeous out.
Oh, okay, here we go. I'm low. Yo, touch it. Lou, screen, Lou. Chris, they got 4 fouls. I got it. Oh. Bates, good shot, baby. Chris, I got it right here.
Okay, he's pulling a little Chris Paul out right there.
Which part?
Well, off the dribble drive.
A great point, and some of the nuances of the game that he's learned from CP3. Adams driving baseline against Markieff Morris, and he draws the foul. Steven Adams. Lakers with 3 team fouls, OKC with 2. Adams makes the free throw. He's now got 6 in the ballgame. You know, during the pandemic, he went back home to New Zealand and worked on the working farm that he has back in New Zealand, and after quarantining for 14 days, he said that he had some of his best workouts. Athletic family, talked about it before. His sister Valerie, the world and Olympic champion shot putter. 12-point lead for the Thunder. Adams going to work again against Markieff Morris. James comes on the double. Kick out to Al Del Nader. Waiters on the move. Kuzma, he's been shooting it well from downtown, and he continues on that tear. Hey, that's my workout song, Doris Burke. Uproar. 3 team fouls on the Thunder, 3 on the Lakers. Out of the timeout. Dort has all day and misses. LeBron cross court to Kuz. Kuzma leaving it on the front rim. Los Angeles Lakers continue to struggle, shooting just 28%. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it to the weak side. Baisley fires. LeBron put Dort in the weight room. Wow.
Come on, Lou Dort. You're not getting that call against LeBron. Yes, there was shoulder-to-shoulder contact, I think.
You see that smile?
Yeah, did LeBron just have something to say to the young man?
That's going to be a foul against the Lakers.
I thought he being frustrated.
Yeah.
I thought Keefe did a very good job. That's his third.
His 22nd birthday back on July 12th. His teammates got him a big old cake and sang happy birthday. James on the drive. Waiters into the paint. Tough fadeaway. And Dion Waiters still trying to find his rhythm. 0 for 4 from the field. Tough pass. Never made it. Waiters has LeBron on the wing. He does it himself. Here's Dort. Takes it into Davis. That's going to be an offensive foul against Dort.
So
game after clinching the #1 seed scenario in play, or is there something bigger at play here?
Well, I didn't like how their offense looked against Toronto, and I thought obviously Toronto's schemes and defense and the personnel they have played a part in that. But I'd certainly be somewhat concerned.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
Danny, fun, but boy, tune in early before the NBA games start. There's some power pairings there.
Want to see Tiger wearing red on Sunday. 6-point lead for the Thunder cross court. Abdel Nader had it tipped away. Good active hands by Anthony Davis. Loose ball out of bounds.
You know, you're out of rhythm, so your schemes defensively maybe a beat slow. The other thing he thought is perhaps because the officials can now hear the contact much more clearly, that perhaps that too was playing a part. I mean, it's typically not one thing that leads to that, so I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. That's an intriguing theory. 8-point lead for the Thunder. I know most of the guys seem to like the feeling here that it's a shooter's gym.
It's 3 possessions where Dion Waiters has driven and come away with nothing.
The follow, Baisley with a strong follow-up.
But that's big time. McGee gets his 3rd personal foul on that one.
10-point lead for OKC. Lakers have already clinched the #1 seed in the Western Conference by virtue. He really got LeBron's support, which you would expect, and they've gotten on the same page, been on the same page for most of the season, all of the season, in fact, and you can't take that for granted as Caruso punches one home. Alex Caruso playing against his former team, Oklahoma City. Spent a lot of time with the OKC Blue, the G League affiliate.
Nice challenge by J.R. Smith, who took a shot in the head, I think, by McGee's elbow.
Little friendly fire. Anthony Davis goes quick on Abdel Nader, has the size advantage, and draws the foul. You know, back to Frank Vogel.
Exactly. And I think that's a great building place. LeBron obviously knows it's a requirement. And
Lakers cut the lead to 6 with 4:11 to go. Gilgeous-Alexander getting a chance to run the point with Chris Paul on the bench and Dennis Schroeder not here today. Gallinari. Good defense by McGee. Abdel Nader on the edge. Gallo fires, got it!
This guy, he has got a wealth of offensive talent, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can shoot it. Initially drafted by the New York Knicks. 6'10", good range. Here's Caruso. McGee posting up inside. He was calling for it. McGee spins on Gallinari. Nice move by JaVale McGee, who might be having as much fun as anybody here on campus. His video blog on YouTube is a must-watch. Tipped up, out of bounds. It'll be OKC. Chris Paul back in the ball game. Tried to find Gallinari and couldn't get there. Caruso shaken up. And there's Caruso getting up at 70% on the season. The vote organization is paying off the debts of former felons so that they will be able to vote in the upcoming election. Once again, LeBron living it, not just talking about it. Under 3 minutes to go. Rachel has more.
Yeah, it's so great. Not only did he donate $100,000 through his foundation, that action spurred the Jordan Foundation to donate $1 million to paying off those debts so that those ex-felons can vote the way that they have the right to do now here in the state of Florida. The More Than the Vote group has also been working with the Secretary of State of Michigan, who is a Democrat.
Los Angeles Lakers have never led in the game. Down by 7, Davis wins the tip. LeBron pulls his way to the basket, couldn't finish with the left. Back comes Chris Paul. Thought about the three and blows by Green. Dort. Good defense by Caruso. And Dort gets it and one.
At least 2 free throws each. Gilgeous-Alexander is the most at 4. Dort has 3 now. Like they're beating them at the free throw line.
The former Pac-12 freshman of the year gives his team an 8-point lead. Good hands by Adams, went right to Caruso though. And afterwards he suffered that hand injury during practice several weeks ago, and they're going to get him in here, start quarantine.
And then they will let him rejoin the Lakers for practice and rehab.
Yeah, he's a key piece for this team. Caruso filling in nicely right now with the layup. Mentioned the fact that Caruso played for Oklahoma City, played for the OKC Blue, and then was released late in the season. Thought about going to Europe. Had a great performance in the Las Vegas Summer League a couple of years ago and was signed to a deal. And he's been a part of this roster ever since. Chris Paul just playing at his own pace.
That's just signature Chris Paul right there.
We had little Chris watching the game virtually behind the bench a few nights ago. And here's Dad coming up court. Inside to Adams. Adams on LeBron. Out of bounds off of his foot.
Chris Paul back the big, and Anthony Davis gets a little of his own back on the lob. That's great.
Davis with 9 in the ball game on the heels of a 42-point game in their last one. Great pass by Chris Paul, and that's going to be a foul against Anthony Davis. Boy, Adams goes 0 for 2. LeBron up court. Dort trying to stick him. Waiters taking out his do-it-yourself kid, and almost looks like he's forcing it just a little bit right now. Trying to get himself going. Chris Paul, master of the mid-range, not that time. About a 7-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kuzma, good tip in by Markieff Morris. Lead down to 5.
For the Lakers, who shot 35%, 16% from 3, they're down 5.
Fortunate. Kuzma wanted the challenge of guarding Chris Paul on this last possession. Got to be careful what you ask for sometimes. And feeling very healthy.
It's his communication skills. It's his awareness at all times of, opponent's foul situation, his own.
He defended Danny Green well on that last three.